Guys, Maxim Dadashev, I made a video about him. He suffered a brain injury in his fight that he had on Friday, a night before the Pacquiao fight. Unfortunately, he's passed away. Really, really sad news. News like this really, it gets to you. It does get to you because these guys go in the ring, they put their lives on the line for our entertainment, and sometimes they don't come out in one piece. Sometimes they never come out. Fortunately, in this case, he's succumbed to his brain damage that it was suffered in the fight. It's hard to put into words. It's a tough sport. We know boxing's a very tough sport, and occasionally these things can happen, but just really, really sad. He's probably got a family. I don't know his situation, his mom, his dad, maybe he's got a wife, maybe he's got kids. 28-year-old, to lose their life, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad news, and I wish his family all the strength in the world. It's just horrible, horrible news hearing that, a young man that was doing something that he loves went inside a boxing ring and lost his life. It's just sad. It's just sad. That just shows you, sometimes we like to troll fighters and we like to say things about fighters, but it just shows you how dangerous and how hard this sport is. What these guys are doing is no joke. No joke. They're going in there, putting their lives on the line. And like I said, sometimes they don't come out. In this case, he's not come out. He went into a coma and they put him in an induced coma and he never came out. He succumbed to his injuries. He succumbed to his, to his damage that was caused to his brain during obviously his fight that he had. It's just horrible, horrible news. Like I said, his family must be in bits right now. To lose your kid that was doing something that he loved, that was in the public eye, media. He was probably looking to enhance his career, looking to win fights and go on and become a star, and all of a sudden everything gets taken away from you. The rug underneath of you has just been pulled out. I can't imagine what his family must be going through right now. We've had tragedies like this do occur in boxing, but it's just horrible, horrible news to hear that Maxim Dadashev has passed away. It just reminds you how tough this sport is. It just reminds you how hard boxing can be. And this is what I mean. We take these fighters for granted. But something like this shows us what they're putting their bodies through every time they go inside that ring. Things like this show us how dangerous the game boxing is. This is why the fighters that go inside the ring deserve utmost amount of respect. Because that can happen. And every fighter and his family, right, know that can happen. That's why a lot of wives of boxers, a lot of family, moms, dad, say to their kids, especially the top boxers, say that you made enough money, leave it now, because they know how dangerous the sport is. They don't want to see their child or their husband get hurt. This is why, and things like this remind us of how dangerous, because we just take it for granted. They've gone in there, they have had a scrap and they've come out, they've made a lot of money. We just take all of that for granted. We just think, yeah, it's just all normal. But when something like this happens, we realize that actually, and even the boxers probably realize, because some of them probably go in there not with the thinking that we're not going to come out alive, even though it can happen. And this is a great example, not a great example, but an example, of what can happen. So again, it's a very dangerous sport. The fighters have to be looked after. They have to be told when it's their time to get out of the sport. They've got to make sure that financially they do well for themselves, because like I said, when you're ill or if you've not got the brain to look after yourself, no one's going to come and give you money, or no one's going to put money in your pocket. Just doesn't happen. That's why it's important that the fighters are selfish and look after themselves. Forget what the promoters doing, because these things can happen in the sport. You know, all of a sudden your life can be turned upside down with a punch or a fight, and your whole, you know, his family must be devastated right now. And all I can say is I wish them all the strength in the world, because what they must be going through right now is, I can't even imagine it. You know, we can't even imagine what his family must be going through. But again, rest in peace to Maxim Dadashev. Leave your thoughts, guys, and guys, remember to please like, share, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.